Beautiful one.
Well, Netflix's Resident Evil was canceled after one season. Anyone with a functioning brain that saw more than 10 minutes of the first episode, hell, let alone any episode, could see that coming a mile away. There's no way you could be in the production team and work on this project and not say to yourself, well, I better get my resume in order, because Resident Evil was thin on everything that was needed to make a Resident Evil show. There was nothing here that was Resident Evil other than calling it Resident Evil, and there was a zombie dog and like zombie people. And the caterpillar was a stretch.
Is quality.
But boy, did the show have diversity and female empowerment locked down. Hell, Billy, aka the Asian girl that dresses and acts like Billie Eilish because Zoomers like her, right? That must get people to want to watch, I'm sure. Some ass creative writing team thought. They probably came up with the character while listening to Billie Eilish music. And they thought they were being so avant-garde, you know? They're like, oh yes, I am the bad guy because these ideas should be illegal. Well, anyway, Billy was infected with the T-virus, but she didn't become a zombie. She was too strong. The virus made her into who she really was. You go, girl.
That was when I lost my sister.
No, it wasn't. See, that's what you never got. The T, it stripped away all my bullshit. The fear, the anxiety. It didn't make me somebody else. It let me be who I always was.
You be your best self, manifest that destiny, and slay, queen. Jesus H. Crackers. And her twin sister, that's black, by the way. But they're twin sisters. Remember, I said they're twins.
Don't ask questions.
You're twins. I mean, same dad, but our moms with different egg donors, but the surrogate delivered us at the same time, so technically, yeah.
Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
That character's name was Jade. I literally had to look it up because I can remember so little about the characters themselves. I just remember events that were so stupid. That's how you know your writing was great. When nothing was memorable except how bad the show was and how much life was wasted. When I'm dying on my bed, I won't get that 8 hours back, you know. Ugh! I'm gonna sue Netflix when I'm on my deathbed. Well, anyway, Jade is not only super badass, she's also super smart. But she was plot device stupid whenever the story demanded it. She goes from being incredibly capable to being retarded in the blink of an eye because the story needed to progress. I can't even make an analogy for how stupid this show is. It deserves to be canceled. It should have been canceled halfway through. You know, Mobile Suit Gundam, dude, was canceled before it made it to its full run of 52 episodes. They had to scale it back to like 40 something. And Mobile Suit Gundam became a cultural icon. In this day and age, Resident Evil made it through a full season being garbage.
Quality.
Well, anyway, some corporal brainlet figured Resident Evil could piggyback off the success of Stranger Things' popularity.
Though Resident Evil's debut in the wake of Stranger Things' 4th season, Netflix had hoped that word of mouth would help contribute to the eventual surge in viewership for the fledgling action horror. You know what this is, action shit.
Whatever the dude who was in charge was smoking, I'd like some of it. I don't know how you come to the conclusion that Stranger Things would piggyback success to this garbage that is Resident Evil, considering people cancel their Netflix accounts after they finish watching Stranger Things. That's why Netflix doesn't offer the 7-day free trial anymore. People go in, watch their favorite show, and then book out. How did they figure that was going to give Resident Evil views? It's not a good show. Like, someone who's actually a fan of the franchise is more likely to watch it than someone who watches Stranger Things. Someone who watches Stranger Things is probably the type of chick that works in, I don't know, a tattoo shop and has a tattoo of the bald head chick somewhere on her body, and she makes poor decisions. She's probably been divorced like twice. This broad isn't looking for Resident Evil. She's Lord only knows what she's looking for, but she's a hot goddamn mess and she's middle-aged. What's my point? I don't know. Look out for chicks with tattoos that have Stranger Things on them. That's my lesson for the day for you young men.
This cancellation comes as showrunner Andrew Dobbs' assertion that the series was stronger for its refusal to make strict efforts to adhere to the original game's canon, particularly in regards to the race swapping of Albert Wesker.
Frankly, I love these quotes. I love them. I get off on this more than Twitch dots on drugs and taking money from simps. The sheer hubris never ceases to amaze me. Diversity is our strength, they cry. Well, I guess it is when your writing is this bad. Well, no sequel for you, jackass. Go sit with your Hollywood friends and circle jerk each other as you blame the fans for not getting it and being racist. Why take accountability for your bad judgment calls? It's 2022. Blame your failure on bigots and move on to the next IP that you will inevitably kill with your scary great ideas.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. So, I want to do this video because I wanted to do some acknowledgments and some thank yous. As all of you are well aware by now, our show Resident Evil on Netflix has been canceled. And the haters and the trolls notwithstanding.
Saying people are haters and trolls is the ultimate cop-out. I'm not a hater nor am I a troll, in this case. But Resident Evil was just genuinely a very, very, very bad show. It was poorly written, it made absolutely no sense at times, it took established characters and flipped them on their head just for the simple hell of it. Frankly, it would have been better off if it was called some other zombie show, and maybe people would have been more accepting of it. That's what I personally believe. But since you used an intellectual property and then completely bastardized it, you have to expect people to go, whoa, what's wrong with this?
I want to give a special thank you to all the fans who watched the show, who got what we were doing, and who really loved it, because there are a hell of a lot of you.
If there are that many people that really loved this show and got what you were doing, there would have been a season 2, Lance. Come on now, my dude. You know, like, come on, bro. There's a lot of people loved it. We just think, where are they? They exist in the 4th dimension. You can't see them or interact with them.
And I want to give a thank you to our fearless leaders, our showrunners, Mary Lee Sutton and Andrew Dabb, my castmates and co-stars, Ella Balinska.
All right, I'm fast forwarding this because he's literally giving like an award speech. Why are you giving us an award speech on Twitter?
And to the executives at Netflix who believed in the show, and who really loved it, and once again, who got what we were doing. We worked our asses off, we had a great time, and we made a hell of a show. Thank you. Onward and upward.
Spear play. I didn't get in this business to please sophomore Tracy Schwartzman, so onward and upward. Fly, Tracy! Fly!
What the f are you doing? I don't think the people who made the show knew what they're doing. I really don't, because if they did, it would have been a success. Why is this so hard to grasp? You know, the people at Netflix got what we were doing, yeah, and then it got canceled because they realized they made a huge mistake. That's what happens. It's like when a chick hooks up with a dude at a bar when she's drunk, and then she realizes he's a total flake and she ghosts him. She made a huge mistake. This show is hot wet garbage. This tweet is like an award speech, and I'm saying it again, but sorry, Lance, there's no participation trophy for you or your co-stars. Because frankly, the only people that got what you're doing, quotation marks, odds are live their lives on Twitter and do whippets, thinking that they're activists and freedom fighters, when in all actuality, they're short and overweight. And well, that's that. If you didn't like Resident Evil, you were probably a hater and a troll. So that means the nation of Japan, that goes out to you. I know I have some Japanese viewers. You guys are haters and trolls. You're bigots. You didn't get what they were doing with the Japanese property.